you. So before we get started, I just want to share with you the most important thing that you need to know before getting into web design, before building your website. And very quickly, let's push into it. This is called the holy grail of web design. For every web design or for every website that you host, you need to have these three things. And these three things are the things that I'm going to share with you. If you have these three things, it determines the extent to which you achieve success in your web design or for your website. So a lot of people ask me questions and say, my website is not converting. Now, if you have these three things, you could go back inside and audit your website. And for those of you that want to design something new and it's very compelling to get you the results that you're looking for, these are the things you need to know. So the first rule of thumb is you need to be able to let your customers see. What do they see? The products, the services, the value, and the solution you offer. Number one, that there are some people that you have a very beautiful site, but they are not really seeing it as a product. They're not really seeing it as a service. You're just hiding. You don't need to hide it. You need to put it out there. They need to see. They need to understand, okay, this is a product and the service that you offer. You make it bold. You don't just make it something that is wordy or texty, but you enable them to see that very clearly, this is one product that you offer, these are two products, or these are three products that you offer, these are the services that you offer, these are the values and the solution that you're offering to them, so they understand and they identify with you. And at the C level, you don't have to talk about yourself. At any time, you talk about the problems that your customers care about, not about yourself. Don't go and stay there and begin to talk a lot of stories. Just move straight to the point and deliver. These are the products I'm offering, these are the services I'm offering, and this is the value I'm giving. Straight to the point. They need to be able to see that and see that clearly. So don't confuse them with your jargons or your text or your messaging. Just make sure that everything is pretty direct and straight to the point. Now, number two is validation. Now, what makes people to act and very move closer to taking action is that they need to be able to validate. Validate in what aspect? Validate in regards to your expertise. Validate that you're going to guarantee them results. So you can either show them your before and after series. You can actually tell them, okay, this is a timeline to which you achieve this. So you need to be pretty direct. So people want to say, okay, you want to say, okay, you're going to make me a millionaire. When? How are you going to do that? Okay, the next thing that you show us to be able to validate on that is you introduce what we call testimonials. Oh, these are the people that have used my products, and these are the things that they are saying, these are the results that they are experiencing, and these are testimonials I'm showing you. So with regards to that, your expertise, you can also put in some of your certifications and why they should listen to you or why they should buy with you. Is it guaranteed results? Is it maybe if you're having an e-commerce site, you say, okay, that you are 100% response rate or 90-something% response rate. You now talk about your shipment, and you now say, okay, you talk about even your refund policies, and people see that when it has to do with you, they really don't have issues, and you put a lot of testimonials and you put some of the questions that they may be asking, and you try to reply it in some of those frequently asked questions. So all those kind of things, you validated the fact that you can actually deliver a product or a service. And this most important part of validation is where you now put out your blogs. Now, this is the most important aspect. So many people don't know it. But if you can't write blogs, you write reviews and things like that that relates to giving your customers information, valid information that will enable them make informed decisions. I'm telling you that you'll be a step ahead in terms of validation. So you give them reviews, you give them some of the research you've been doing in the industry as it relates to them, because right now you've been able to save them time, you've been able to save them money, you've been able to save them a whole lot of trial and error. So they get to know that this is what works and you get to put it. So even if you cannot create content from scratch, you can actually make reviews, you can actually make recommendations, and they will be very, very interested to listen to you. I remember when I was watching Seth Godin's podcast, and he said something. He said he was talking about Airbnb, and he said that if you can just tell people about the value okay, and you tell them top 10 A and B places that are the best places that you can stay when you come to Paris. That is possible for you now become the middleman, and then because you are always in the game of trust, people now start to believe you, and before you know it, give it 5 months, give it 6 months, you will make times 2 or times 10 of whatever you invested in, because then the owner of these places will be looking forward for you to now give them reviews and all those kind of things. So we are you're in the business of actually satisfying your customers, but in order to satisfy your customers, you need to show them the fact that you can actually deliver on these things. So these are the 3 things that will really guide you, that will really enable you produce the kind of results that you're looking for. So the next thing is you want them to take action. And in taking action, you want them to buy a product or a service, you want them to sign up or register, you want them to get in touch. Now I'm going to elaborate on that very soon. Now on the other side, you also want them, if you have a YouTube video and maybe you're using your YouTube for now and you're putting out this like a bonus tip, you want them to be able to watch your video, you want them to be able to subscribe, and you want them to get in touch or visit your site. But let's look back at these 3 things. Now, this is the holy grail of web design, a website that gives you conversion, because we're talking about how to design a website that actually gets you conversion. So the first thing is there are 3 things, these core 3 things. They need to be able to see very clearly your products and services, and you move straight to the point. Don't talk about yourself too much, talk about the value and the solution you offer. They need to be able to validate the fact that you can actually guarantee the results, you can actually deliver on what you are actually saying, you can actually deliver on your promise. They don't really have time a lot, because sometimes the client or your customers, they always like to do comparisons, and they try to check, okay, they do market research, and they are actually, when they see your product, or by the time they see your product, the next thing they want to see if they can find something better. You don't want them to be able to ask that question and actually find answers for themselves. You want them to find that answer on your site, and then they take actions. Are you getting me? So it's not something that you now say, okay, later on they will go and compare. You might lose them. So they need to be able to see that you're actually offering this value, you're actually offering this solution they care about, and this is why they need to buy from you, because you have 10 years experience, you have 20 years experience, you have so and so certification, you have certain testimonials, you have this guaranteed result, you have this response rate, and all these kind of things, and they can check out your reviews and know that you've been in this game for a long time, even if you are just there for 5 weeks. So the next thing that you want to look at is how to make them to take action, and you have to be very clear with the action you want them to take. For me, I like to put out only one action, but most importantly, because if you have so many actions that you want them to take, they might end up taking the wrong one. So you want them to either buy, either sign up, either register, or either get in touch. And for maybe those of you that started leveraging on YouTube, it's either you want them to watch your video effectively and maybe to the end, you want them to at the end of it subscribe, and you tell them to do it, and you want them to get in touch and visit your site. So the next thing that you do is you put all this call to action in there, so that you can actually guarantee that these people actually did what you're looking for. This action that you take is how you measure your success, or how you measure conversion. You don't want someone to come and say, your site is beautiful, this, and the person can't even find where to click a button that makes them to take action. So it's not about beauty, it's not about fine, it's about results. And this is the holy grail of the website that actually gets you the conversion that you're looking for. The next thing I want to talk about is actually this thing that I want to share with you, that speed equals success. That means the speed at which they do those 3 things: they see, they validate, and they take action, determines your level of success. Okay? So the first thing that you want them to do is you want them to see, and you want them to validate, and you want them to take action. And I'll always say that you have 3 seconds. At most, you have 8 seconds to do that. So you don't have a lot of time to, turn around, play around everything. The simplest way I do my stuff is to have one goal. I will show you some of my sites in a few minutes, and you see that I have only one goal, one objective, which is get in touch. I want them to get in touch. Now, some people, having 8 seconds, some people might want to leverage on email marketing and say, okay, If I'm not going to get you after 8 seconds, at least try as much as possible, drop email. But I don't do that. And I'll tell you why I don't do that. I want them to have an experience. The pop-up email is just something that gets to distract. What I do is I put analytics on my site. When I put analytics, I'm able to track them, I'm able to retarget to them, and then I'm now able to actually get emails of people that are very, very relevant to me, not just email of anybody. Okay, so these are the other tips I want to give you. Number one, it's not just about the design. So get a good copywriting. Balance it. 50% design, 50% a very good copy. You need to be able to use those languages that actually compel them to take action. The next one is get straight to the point. Eliminate things that are not relevant or to throw your customers off. Don't be put things in very, very coincide order. This is the first thing they do. They see, they validate that I'm good to go. I meet the required objectives. I meet some of the things they are looking for. And the next thing is that they take action. That's it. I don't want to waste too much time. So make it simple. Use one color theme for your site. At most 2. Choose colors that resonate with your brand. And these are the things that I do that helps me get the success that I'm looking for. So very quickly, if this was helpful, just follow through to the next video and you'll be able to see how I get to do these things in practical steps. So we're getting into practical now, and let's get pushing. Alright, to show you what I mean, let me show you some of the things that I did in this site. This is a recent site I finished building the site. It's very recent, and I just want to show you some of the things. Number one, I want them to see that we provide visual worship solutions, and this is the value I'm offering. I didn't come here to speak a lot of English. So over 10k people are waiting to connect with your service online, and you know that because of the COVID-19 issues, a lot of churches have been going online right now, and they really don't know how to go about it. So I picked the market. I'm not actually doing it for everybody. I'm actually doing it for church congregations, because I feel that they are the ones that are really affected by the pandemic as well, because you can't really gather, you can't really do a lot of things. For other people, yes, it could work basically, but those people are not my audience. These are the people I want to connect with right now. These are my hot leads. This is my zone. This is what I'm capable of. And if I want to tell you, they are really for small churches that are around me and can't really know how to go about going online and stuff like that. So I now give them that this is the value I'm offering, that they stand a chance of getting in touch with over 10k people. That's the starting mark. And if they're interested, this is my call to action. Very quickly, let's help. So if someone came in 3 seconds, in 8 seconds, do you think the person would take action? Of course, because I said that the speed at which they take this action determines your success. You're not looking at fine. So the idea is you communicate a lot on the value that you offer, you help them to see, and the solutions you're providing. That was in the C phase. And then the next thing is the validate. And now if you check the validate, what are the services that we offer? So these are the services I'm putting out, which is also in the C state, like streaming, post-recording, and all those kind of things. And you see, these are just some of the things that I've been able to, I'm validating it in terms of what I also help them achieve and stuff like that. But then what I wanted to show you was the action. I said you have 8 seconds to make them to take actions. I'm not putting any pop-up email, but I'm telling you that I have analytics stored up inside this site, and I know where people view it from. You can go ahead and I'll still have your analytics. These are the people that I now retarget and remarket and tell them about a new offer, a new product, or a better way of doing something. So I keep in touch with them. When they are now interested and they want to access that offer, that is when I now tell them to drop their email. A lot of people, customer, you're just trying to understand your site, and the next thing you now interrupt the flow. So I don't want to interrupt the flow. And if you check, I don't have so much video around here because some people, their network isn't that good. So I have really optimized images that it's very flexible. I mean, it's site friendly. I mean, it can load really fast and all those kind of things. I want to avoid a lot of buffer. So that's what you're actually seeing here. So the next thing is the action, because that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you the value I'm offering, and I wanted to show you the action step. I'm not putting a lot of buttons. here on this particular site. I want to show you, and I have one call to action. I said that you have 8 seconds. I have only one call to action, and the call to action that I have is let's help. All through my site, you see let's help. Immediately after I read anything, you see let's help, and all those kind of things. So it's just one. I want them to take action and click on this button. Immediately they click on this button, I can now retarget, I can now remarket. I just want them to take one action, and that's just what it is. I'm not done. I'm still going to optimize the site, but let me just push you towards, for those of you that are still interested in getting to know how I do these things, I just want to take you to the next step on how to get started. So we're moving into practicals very, very quickly right now. So this is what you want to do. You're going to come into your search tab, and you're going to type strikingly. Remember, I showed you coded website, uncoded website, and semi-coded website. So the thing is, this is an uncoded website. This strikingly.com is a platform that helps you build website. And I will show you some of the sites I've built. They are very, very beautiful. So before, when I was starting out web design, it used to take me like 3 weeks and some more than 3 weeks to get web design or get a site, just a simple landing page, because you're going to go into the back end, you're going to code and all those kind of things. But the customers that were having didn't really need those custom services, because I could see that there was a pattern in what they were looking for. So it's just to put out a pattern, and they just want to get started, to just, okay, this is what I do, this is who I am. They don't really need all those custom stuff. They just want to have something that represents them out there. So this is what I help them do. So very quickly, what you do is you could say sign up with Facebook. You could put your email and all those kind of things, and you get started. For me, since I already have an account, I'm just going to log in, and I just want to show you a lot of things. So this is the site, strikingly.com. You check. If you see what they are doing, this is already there. Like, they want you to log in or sign up. You see, the button is actually following you. You see how they have put their validation, stuff like that, and all those kind of things. And you can build anything. You can even build e-commerce and all those kind of things. But the way that you build it is going to be from those 3 things I showed you. That's why I said it is the holy grail of web design, the website that actually gives you conversion. So this is how it is. Let's get started without wasting a lot of time. So for you that are new to this site, you go ahead and sign up, and you go ahead and get started with Facebook, and automatically what they will do to you is they will direct you to the dashboard. So let's go. So this is the login page. I'm going to go ahead and log in with Facebook, because I have an account with them. So once you finish signing up, I think this is the page where they would bring you to, so that you can actually log in. Some will redirect you to the dashboard, but however it is, just follow me. You understand how I do it, and you'll be able to do it yourself. Alright, so this is the dashboard, and as you can see, well, this is one of the sample sites I did with one of my students. So it's really not anything. If I open my other accounts, I have a lot of sites that I've actually helped some of my clients build here. And you too, you can, but you need to learn it first. And if you have any questions on how you want to go about it, you can feel free to contact me, and I'll be very, very interested to help. So this is just what you have. This is just some of the navigation icons and all those kind of things. So this is where you have your dashboard, you have the email service, and you have your audience. So all the same, these are just our navigation icons to getting a domain name, getting a custom this thing, and then trying to send newsletters to all your emails that have dropped emails and stuff like that. So this is a dashboard. It's a single place where it controls everything that you want to do from start to finish. So however you want to get a custom domain name, you want to access emails, or you put maybe like a contact form on your site, and then you want to check how many people have actually messaged you and dropped emails, stuff like that. So that's just it. This is where you get it from, and then you can actually send messages and send newsletters, and you just customize it for yourself. So it's a one-stop is a one-stop platform. Are you getting me? And I like it because I think they don't have a lot of buffer. So many people don't use it, so that's why I use strikingly.com, and it's free, as you can see, except when you want to have custom upgrade and services, you can come here and you upgrade. So click this button called create new site. So I'm going to click on the button called create new site, and as you can see, I just click get started, and it's giving me options from store, like e-commerce, business, startup, creative, personal, blog, and all those kind of things. And I can really show you an example of my site that I did here, and you can see they have really amazing templates, that high conversion templates. And you come here and you do your site, and someone is asking questions like, how did you do it, and all those kind of things. You could see this one, very nice, and stuff like that. This is a restaurant and all those kind of things. So just anything that resonates with you, you can actually do it from here. And from the course of our class, we are going to look at a mini store, a mini e-store. A lot of people are selling stuff now, so this is where I click on to see some of the options that they will give me for store. Okay, so you can see independent fashion. You can see this one. You can see this dolls skincare, wealth watch, shop delicious, your Yuri Studio, Lago. Very nice template. I think I like this health watch, and I like to do that. So you might want to take a view at it, but for me, I think I'll just go ahead and just click. Let's see what it looks like. So just take a look at the site. Look at it. Look at, just like what I told you. Just like what I told. In fact, they had the layout of what was in my mind. They had the layout of what was in my mind, and I'm doing this with you for the very first time. They had the layout of what was in my mind. Now let me explain it to you. This is C. This is the C, where you have a header that is very catchy. You look for a very catchy image and you put things out there for someone to connect with. This is an about, where they know about you and all those kind of things. They see your products and your services. Then they now take action. You could see they now take action. As very simple as that. If you can now, this is where you now take your validation, that you now have your gallery and you now have all those kind of things, and you might put your for other people, you might look at for how to, which I'm going to edit it and show it to you. We'll be looking at putting into some testimonials, some process charts, and then putting 100% guarantee or 90% response rate and all those kind of things, and shipment. So this is not 100%, but then it is something that we can start with. So for you, anything that you want to do, you can check out if you want to go business, startup, creative, but the core thing is they need to be able to see the products, the services, and the value you offer. They need to be able to validate that you can give them the solution better than the other person, and you provide ease of taking action. So let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and click start editing. Okay, so here we are, done the changes, and we're back to something that looks like this is just it. You can still wait for it to load. It's loading, slowly, it's loading, but this is just what it is. Now we are going to get into the course proper. We're going to get into the course proper, and I would like to just get started. So I'm going to teach you from the foundation up, and I really want to take time right now to show you how Strikingly works. First things first, let's just take a look at everything. Now this is where you have your logo. So for those of you that don't have a logo, I'm going to show you how to get a custom logo right now. Somehow, if you're looking to do business, I think you should actually get a logo that resonates with your brand and what you want to do. For example, if you look at Apple or Nike or Microsoft, you see that they have very unique logos. You can't see, okay, this is Nike, and you say, okay, it's not Nike, it looks like Apple. No, they are very distinct, and that's it. And there is a whole lot that says about those marks and those icons. So if you're looking forward to reaching out to designing a very compelling logo that will resonate with your audience, you can reach out to me and I will help you do it very well. So, or you also click on the link in the description. You'll be able to get to my site and get in touch with me, where I can now help you craft a logo and a brand identity that works. So for the time being, I'll just show you how those processes look like. So I'm just really taking time to show you step by step what's going on. So this is where you have your menu. Okay, this is where you have your menu, and you can see here add button. That means you can add either a button or you add another menu, or maybe like I said, like some kind of a call to action tab and all those kind of things. If I show you my site, you can see how those call to actions resonate around this place. So if you want them to sign up and all those kind of things, you can add a button here. But and this is just the layout. You can actually switch the layout, which we're going to look at very soon, and you can actually bring in new sets of layouts, new sets of blocks. So I want to show you something. As I'm scrolling down, you could see that this side over here was actually scrolling down with me as well. Are you getting me? So it's actually scrolling down with me. So this website is divided into sections and sections of blocks called the home, the about, and all this kind of thing. If I scroll to the about, you see what it looks like. So these blocks actually make up the menu. If I add a new section here called I'm going to bring a new section here, and maybe I'm going to call it gallery. I'm looking for a gallery to bring in. Hold on, I just want something like a gallery kind of something. So maybe this is a gallery that I want to bring in, and I'm going to bring in this gallery. You see, it gives me a new menu called gallery. So that's just how it is. For any feature that you want to bring in, it gives you a menu. So you try as much as possible so that it can actually guide people to those different aspects of your site easily. So if I were to click on features, it's going to take me down to features. It's just some JavaScript that enables those kind of things happen. So it's just something that you get started with. If you're looking for custom stuff, I suggest that you would get an expert to do it. But this is very beautiful. I know so many sites I've done for my clients this way, and till today is really, really functional. So we're going to go step by step. So if you check here, you see all those kind of features and all those kind of things, and you can actually move it down. Say, okay, after features, I want to show my gallery and all those kind of things. So when you move it down, it's no longer up and all those kind of things. So I hope you understand what it is. And then if I want to change the writing here, I just come in here and maybe I want to change it. It's in lowercase and I want to make it all caps. I might either want to make it, I might either change it here, or might actually turn on my caps lock and type gallery here. So just delete it and just type gallery, and that's what you have there. And the second thing I can do is it automatically updates. Okay, if I type it, whatever I type here automatically updates here. Whatever I type here automatically updates there. So that's just how the thing. If I make it small, it's going to appear small there. So let's just see what I want to do. So I might change it to pre-order. So I'm changing it to small, and you're going to see that it's going to automatically update. Okay, it's going to automatically update. Okay, not for all cases. Actually, not for all cases, but that's just some of the things I wanted to show you. So, but then you can just understand how it works and all those kind of things. So, the second thing I just want to show you, mostly these are top buttons and to the side. Now, these are just the sections. It's divided into sections, and you can add new sections. So you can change, like the first one that we did, we added new section, and you can add another page. But to add another page, it said you're currently building a single site. Add more pages if you have more content. Before now, I think what they did was you couldn't add pages if you're using I'll say if you're using a free plan. If you're doing a free plan, you might not be able to add site. So, and I don't know, let's just see if it's possible. So you see what I said, it's not possible. So you said multiple pages are only for pro users. So depending on the plan, so you can actually add different pages and stuff like that. I'm not sure that it's possible for you to add pages. So for what they offer is a single page, and adding multiple pages is how they make their money. So what we're going to do is just it's a one side page, and you get to understand that principle to build multiple pages, and you get to use that. If you can upgrade, because I think there are packages are very, very affordable. So if you can upgrade, it will really, really be good in getting what you're looking for. But if you're still looking for custom stuff where you put in your own analytics, where you get to see the back end, where you're in full control, it will be something else that I'll be showing you, or you can actually reach out to me and I'll show you how to do that. Maybe like you're looking at also getting started in full e-commerce, full-blown e-commerce site. You want to do a sports site, you want to do a real estate site, you want to do a live stream site like this period, you want to come into movie world like Netflix, you want to do programs like BBC and all those kind of things, you can reach out to me and I can help you do it or get started. So very quickly, let me just show you how I'm going to do it. So this has to do with changing templates, fonts, colors, and more. So this is where you have it. You can actually change your templates, your colors, and more, and all this kind of thing. But these are not the basics I want to do. The only thing I wanted to show you was just here, and I'll just like to get started. And in getting started, I'll show you the process. And as you are making progress, I'll tell you where you change this and that. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing that I want to show you is you can change the layout. So if I click on this layout, you see it gives me another layout where people can actually fill their name and their email. If I click on it again, it gives me another where it can actually tell people, okay, you can get it on Play Store and all those kind of things. If I check another layout, it just makes it very bold, like it makes it a store-like kind of shape. You can see what it's giving me and all those kind of things. All right. Okay, more layouts, advanced buttons and stuff like that. So okay, this is just how I think this one just directs you straight to the point, so you can either select it as one. They've really upgraded some of their services, so you select it at once and it's just the ABC that they were giving you. So this was just the ABC that they were giving you for you to just understand how it works. And for me, I'll just think that okay, so you pick the button style and you pick media on the left or media on the right. I think that's it. So these two things are connected, so you can pick app but media on the right, app, media on the left. Get it? Sign up, no media. Are you getting me? That's center line and all those kind of things. So you can say button, media on the right, and I think the way that was very, very fine. I like to keep it this way because people read from left to right. So let me just check this background, and I'm going to change my background right now. I think the background that they're giving to me, you can see some of the background, and you can actually put a video in the background. You can actually put a video in the background and all this kind of thing. But so far so good. I think I would like to just get started. So whatever the case is, let's just make progress. So first things first, I might check for more here if I'm not so sure that I want to go very far. If I don't want to upload, they have a lot of images that you can use from to do your site, and you can also upload the ones that resonate with you. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to type in clothing. I'm going to click search. So you can see that it's powered by Unsplash. If you go to unsplash.com, these are the clothing. So directly, the plugin actually helps them to search directly on Unsplash for things that actually work. And I'm teaching you how I do this, guys. I'm teaching you how I get to do this. Okay. So I'm going to pick this stuff right here. Yeah, I'm going to pick that image right there, and I feel it resonates with me. And the next thing I want to do is I'm going to give it to image on the, don't worry, I'm going to fix everything up in 1 second. Image on the right, and like I said, it's only one call to action. So I'm going to call it what's the name of my brand? Okay, Fabulous Wear. So that's how I'm going to start. So I'm going to call it maybe like Fabulous. I'm going to call it Fabulous. Okay, and this is going to be like my hero message or hero section. I'm going to put it here. This is going to be, I'm expecting this to actually catch them to my site to know that I can provide these solutions that they are looking for. So I'm going to have a heading like surpass your taste. Okay, so you see it's not really clear. Okay, like the background and the shirt, it's clashing. So I'm going to select everything and I'm going to come here to color and I'm going to make it white. See, right now it's readable. And this link text right now, if I click on this place right now and I click on this button, I click on edit, because like if you have only 3 seconds, let them be able to do one thing. So I like to say, okay, visit store or shop now. You can say, okay, shop now, or visit store. But I wanted to get started on something, and I know that they want to get started, and when they're coming to my site, they're coming to buy. They're not coming to really waste a lot of time. So that's just it. So I can come here and add something like style, art, fashion, expression. Okay, like I said, it's not showing, so I could still change that to white, select everything and then change it to white. So it's now becomes something. Then I'm going to bold it up a bit because I want it to appear flexible. If it's not appearing like that, what I'll do is I might increase the text size a bit. So if you come here, you see it's saying larger. So that's what I'm looking at. And you could also, if you click here, I think what they allow you to do is you can actually make it bigger. Okay, that's something else. So I think this is how they arrange the text size and all those kind of things. It's just some CSS. This is what we call CSS. Some CSS that actually control the size of text. So shop now. Now I don't know which color you are looking for, but if this is not something that resonates with you, I think you might as well change it to brown. Brown and black actually talks about something that is very, very doable. And for the time being, if it resonates with you, you can use it. If not, you just leave it that way. So any other thing, I'll just let you know. So I'm going to close this part right now. I don't know if I finished it. Okay, so this is some of the, I clicked on stretch. So I want to see if I can, or contain, this is the image. So you see the image is very, very big and is stretching out of everything. So I'm going to click on the image and click on contain. And that's how it's showing me. At least the person is a little bit broader, and I don't really like that. For some section, see tiles, it's going to show a lot of things. Another section is going to say center. So that's how it is. And let's just look at, this is overlay, text overlay, and all those kind of things. For me, I think just overlaying it a bit helps the text to stand out. So I don't want someone to just struggle in reading. So many people might want to keep it this way, but I don't want someone to struggle to read my text. So I'm going to click that on that will work for me. So I don't know about this, but you can see that if I click on this place, it actually takes the text up and it starts again, takes the text up, and okay. So for me, I think that this is a little bit balanced. This is just okay. So I could go ahead and just click, either I click reset space or just push it back down a bit. Okay, yeah, that'll be okay. So for anything I've done so far, I'm done with the layout. I'm not trying to add any image here. Okay, so I've been able to do that so far. I'm not adding any image. I don't want someone to contact me. I just want to make my site very, very simple and very, very engaging. So I'm done with the header. This is what I want them to see. So I'm going to go ahead. This is my home, and so far there are 3. I don't want to have so many buttons on my site. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just categorize this how I want to do it. So about, features, or gallery, pre-order, contact. I think this is just okay. For this button, I'm going to add, or I'm going to edit it and put it, or shop now. I just want to have it in a way that is very, very consistent. Shop now. or visit shop. You can have it anywhere, but I'm not putting any URL because maybe I may want to put it to the exact section, but we'll come back to visit this later. Okay, so you put the URL, or they say link, so you're going to be linking it to the sections on your page. So you can actually link it to a section on your page, and you might say, okay, maybe I want to link it to where you have pre-order, and pre-order it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can change it to 5. That's where you have pre-order, and you could shape. So if you click on shop now here, it will actually, when you're done with the site and you want to test it, you click on shop now. We'll get to that level of testing. You click on the shop now, you see what it's going to give to you. So I'm going to go ahead, click edit. I'm not clicking on any other thing. I think that's okay, except from the fact that maybe I might want to change the way it looks, the way the button looks, and that's also okay for me, and I'll just leave it like that because I guess that's the way the CSS is actually working right now. So I'll leave that. I mentioned a lot of CSS, don't mind me. It's just some way of the appearance of the site, the customer appearance of the site that has been already done at the back end. So there's nothing much that you can really change. So I'm going to go ahead and change this my logo here, and for the logo I might just use an alt text. For you can bring in your image and you put it there. So if you come to our image editor, you'll be able to see the actual dimensions of the logo that you're going to deal with. But for me, I know what that is, so I don't want to do much around that. But if you're having challenge with that, I think if you come here, okay, it's pretty small, so you could get to their specifications and you can actually put in your logo there. I don't want to do that, so for the time being I'm just going to leave that, remove that aspect. I don't want to throw me off of my site. I don't have much to do, so I just want to maintain one color theme, because if my logo is red, then the site layout would actually have to change a whole lot and all those buttons, and that's not what I want to do. So I'm okay with this. You see, the parallax is really showing. The parallax is really showing, and most of those things I would be changing it later. But the next thing I want to do is about. So I'm going to be changing this about, and the way I want to put an about, you might put we are one stop fashion house based in South California, with and we help satisfy or surpass your curiosity, surpass your taste. We help surpass your taste. Okay, we are one-stop fashion house based in South California. You put that, anything that you want to think that actually resonates with who you are and what you do. So I think that's exactly what you put here. So, and that'll be that. I don't want to do much. So for me, what I'll do right here, please, I'm going to show you how this thing works. What I'll do right here in this about is, I don't want any of these pictures. I like these pictures when they are maybe like features and something like that. So I want to bring something out. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to add a new section. And the section that I want to bring in, I want to provide a space for a video. And I'm going to show you how you can create videos that are actually compelling. I want someone to be able to watch a video and just know things about what I do. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to use this video. It's up. Then I'm going to take it right ahead of the about, and I'm going to pick the content that I use for the about. Okay, I'm going to pick the content that I use for the about, copy, and I'm going to pick the content that I use for the about and paste it there and change this to about. And notice how everything just goes. Just change it to about us. And I like the sleekness of text. It's very good. Sometimes you could bold it and make it okay, just make it readable. But I think I like the sleekness of text. So okay, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this picture. I don't need it. Okay, I don't need it. But if I wanted to add it, that's how I will just bring this thing, and it helps me to add it. So this is where I'm going to put my video, and that'll be all. So someone just gets to know about me first, and just put a short video, and that's just it. The next thing that I think someone else might want to know is gallery, and I don't really like this gallery part. This gallery part that I introduced was just to show you a few things. Like I said, this gives you templates so that you can actually know, but you can actually use it for whatever purposes I want to do. But I think this works just fine. This is more almost like the same thing where you add images and videos. So I'll just go ahead and delete this gallery that I introduced here. I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. That was for the purpose of demonstration. So I'm now going to make this site to the gallery. So this is going to be my gallery. Okay, and notice how I make these things very easy. This is going to be my gallery. So I like this style, art, fashion, expression. So style, art, fashion, expression is just like trying to tell people whatever they're looking for. So style, art, fashion, expression. I'm just going to go ahead, give it a color. We give it black so it could pop out, and make it bigger, a little bit larger. I like it that way. Yeah. Style, art, fashion, expression. And I'll just start changing the images to start replacing the images. Okay, so see the options they're giving me, and I was counting. So what I'm going to do is, based on these options, I can't really do much. So I'm going to go ahead and click on browse from my computer, and I hope to see some files. They're not really that organized, so I'll just try as much as possible to maybe image editor and try as much as possible to maybe pick something like this. Just need something that, okay, maybe it's a wristwatch I'm trying to sell. Okay, see, it's a little bit aligned. I don't know about this one. Let me check if I could edit it a bit so it gives me what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that kind of cropping. I think it's pretty okay. Okay, you see right now it's a little bit more organized. So I'm gonna add the last one. Just try and add the last one. So and I'm going to go ahead and click edit because I know how it's going to look like, and then Just click on save. Okay, so you see it's pretty organized. So I might put whatever the title is. I might put the product, maybe suit. I don't really know how it's called. Some people call it and you put it just your description. Okay, so I'm just gonna allow that. Okay, put in your description and whatever you think, just some time description, and you could to make this bold. Then you make this to be light. For that, it's going to carry your description, and you can make it a little bit small, so that carries your description. And you put the prices that you think of $98. Okay, so 0.00. So those are just, you could go ahead and repeat the process on how you want to do, and for people just get to know what it looks like and all those kind of things. And they are really just layouts that helps you get the best of what you're looking for. So however you want to do it, you can actually say, okay, you put this with the price. You could put the price now. Hold on. You could put the price. I think, hold on, let me show you something, if it's possible for me to have that. Okay, I think the custom CSS is still making it quite very limited, but if not, it was how I wanted to do it. So you could put this with this. You put the price here. So whatever description you want to do, you could say, okay, let this be the price. I'm just showing you a different way of doing it. Okay, maybe let me just show you how. Let me just show you. Maybe I might put, okay, so let me just show you. I could say, okay, if this is, I'm going to copy this and paste there. So on whatever it is, just know, and let's say this description. Please make sure that you understand how the hierarchy works. So maybe this is description and price, or what I might do might be, okay, might say or product and description. You can make this product and description. This is another way I might do it. I can now call this one. I'm going to put my price, and this one is where I'm going to make it more like a link. So I can now say C item, and this C item, now I might make it a link. So you see, I now say, okay, URL something, and they could contact you for it. They could send it to you via email address and say, okay, this is the product that you're looking for and all this kind of thing. So whatever you're looking for, you just have to just follow how these things are. It's not really much. So you see C item, and maybe you get to see a layout of all the files, and then at the end of it, you tell them to make they can message you back, or maybe anyone that looks something like what you're looking for. So for me, I'm going to put in my email address right here, and I'm just going to say okay, so that's what it shows, C item. So if someone is going to click on this icon right here, or this button right here, or something around here, the person might be able to move straight to he or she having direct access to the product. So these are just different ways I might do. I might say, okay, gallery, and then I might say, okay, they could contact me later. So this add item here, I don't really like that. I'm not trying to have so many. So they could contact me later and all this kind of thing. So we've been able to move from about us. We'll be able to have a gallery and our more like a little shopping cart. The next thing that you might want to do is, if you want to use these special features, I think if you're doing a single product, this might help, but this is not what I really want to do. So I'm going to come here and I might decide to call this, say add a title. I might decide to call this my, okay, I'm gonna look at something. Let me check whether it's gonna be available. Let me look at something so it'll be easy for me to just pull it on, stuff like that. Okay, so this is what I was looking for right now. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So now I'm gonna bring it up to my features. Nope. Too many features. Process. Yeah, this was what I'm looking for. Process. Okay. I'm going to change all these things. You see, I'm having two about us here. So I'm going to change this to, I'm going to edit this and change it. I'm going to edit it and change it to gallery. So it's not going to confuse me. I'm having two about us. So I'm going to change this to gallery. That's how we change it, and it automatically updates here. So, and I'm going to say, okay, our process. So I'm going to edit this and call it our process. Like I said, there are three key areas. So I want them to see, I want them to validate that I'm good with what I do. I know what I'm doing, and I can actually deliver our process. Okay, I'm not going to put all these features. I don't need it. So for you, when you're doing yours, you might use it. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and remove it. There's nothing much I'm really doing with all those things, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. This is just a pre-order, so we might use this because it is necessary. Pre-order so that someone can just see how the product does, and that'll be all that I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about my process. Purchase. Already you see they have even given me a process that resonates with what I'm looking for. So our process, I'm going to come here and just click on copy and paste it here how it works and call this our process and make it bold. Make this bold a bit. That's all. And I don't know, and just make it black because I want it to be readable a little bit. Okay, it's really not giving me what I'm looking for. Sorry. Okay, so maybe we'll visit that later. So the next thing I want to do is I'll keep that pre-order and I'll keep this following us on social media icon. And I want to edit this. Like I said, you can actually put your logo in here and all those kind of things, and it would be actually better if you could do that. So okay, so okay, for the purpose of the demonstration, I might just go ahead and pick this one, please. Let me just, I don't know if it's going to be scale because it's really that big. So don't know how I want to resize that. Just resize it to about 90 or 80. Okay, you see some of the things that I clicked, and I'll just leave it there. I'll go to something else. Okay, so we're almost finishing, and if you stayed this long, I want to appreciate you. So pre-order, so could add a product here. So I see it opens something else for me. So it allows me to add one product. So I'm going to go ahead and pick maybe one of my, just add that up. Okay, so product name, British, okay, British, Swedish, British Swedish shoes, British suit, and you put in your description. However you are okay with the description, you can put in your description. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. 98. So no, click on save, and it's going to automatically generate my checkout process for me. Okay, so I'm going to go back and say I'm done. So that's just it. You can see how it looks like. Very amazing, very amazing. So here you could actually edit this, or you add your information. So as much as possible, what I like to do is just to add my information, so it's possible someone to just contact me and stuff like that. So just going to go ahead and edit some of the information so I could just know, or I'm going to come in here and just put so basically that's just how you save it, and it's going to automatically generate. Right now my network is really out of order, so you could go ahead and fill in this. So our next this thing will just show you how to finalize it and how to publish. So watch next video. Alright, so finalizing the look and feel of our site, that's what we want to do right now, just to finalize a few stuff. I'm actually selling and advertising suits and all those kind of things, and if you look at it, depending on what I want to sell, but the idea is, I think from the look of things, it's good to stick with one line of product. So I might just go ahead and change this, and just to show you what relates. But the idea is really not about changing, because the concept is just to show you what this layout does and how you can interact with it and all those kind of things. So but you get to do things that actually resonate with you, and I'm going to show you a site that I did long time ago. So it's really about one product line, and it's really about getting people to buy this suit and stuff like that. So maybe every of my build-up process would have been to getting someone to buy a custom issue. So I'm gonna just put out this gallery might actually showcase people that have actually used the suit. Like I said, validate people have actually used the suit and they are happy and all those kind of things, and I might just put it there. Sometimes you might put in some testimonials and around that pattern, it might work somewhere here, and then you put in how it works, your process, so that people know that it's something that works. And for me, I wanted to write it here and put it our process. Okay, I wanted to write it there and put it our process, so you could just understand the technicality of what most of these things are and as well. So we're just trying to wrap up, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. So it won't be a big issue, and I just explained some of the changes I've made. And this background, I might just as well want to change it to maybe an image that resonates with what I'm doing. Okay, so in line with what I'm doing, I just want to work with that. Okay, and for the benefit, I think this would work just fine. So just go ahead, do things that actually resonates with what you do and all those kind of things. And of course I had put my address here. Okay, put out my address here and all those kind of things. Finally, you can go in and you edit your Instagram and Facebook link and all those kind of things. That's why you do that. So you put it, and then finally, so you just put in your phone number and you put in your email. I think that is how you actually do that. This will allow people to like your pages and all this kind of, okay, like and tweet, like your pages and also tweet. So you can put your custom URL to this thing. It's really amazing. You can also tell them to share on LinkedIn and maybe on Pinterest as well, and you could see it now shows up on a very broader level. So I think I'll just keep it at those two and it will just be fine. Alright, so finally what I would like to do is you can also change the layout and how it looks. So you pick on how the layout looks with regards to what you do and all those kind of things. I might just as well change it to, I think I like the layout C. Yeah, I like the layout C. Your voice, my logo didn't really like the way that logo, so I can change this to 2020 and I'm done. So this is what just gets me started. This background actually clashes with my this thing, so I'm really going to look into it. Okay, I'm really going to look into it. It clashes with my content, so as a result I'm just going to come here and make it white. But I'm going to show you the finished process, what my finished process looks like. So say I'm done with the entire site and everything is really ready to go in line with what I'm looking for. So say I'm really done and I just want to put final touches. Okay, so I talked about color, and there is how I used to color shade my site so it becomes interesting and interactive. Okay, and for the benefit of doubt, I'll just say that if you check how I'm scrolling here, the reason why I added the shop down button is at any point that the people want to make a purchase or go into and view more product, this button actually directs them there where they can actually shop. You can actually have maybe like Facebook. You can have like Facebook shop and all those kind of things that could lead you, but whatever the thing is. But however, to be flexible on this thing, the best thing is you could go for the premium plan and get to do something. But if you just want to someone to just get to know you, that you exist out there, I mean, this free plan can actually help you do that. So take your time and do it. If you have questions, just let me know. So I'm going to finalize the touch points, and my touch point is this, how I do it. So I usually make my site dark shade and light shade, dark shade and light shade. If you check my sites out, I look at it, dark shade and light shade. I'm gonna make this dark shade, but already this is actually the finished stuff, so I'm just gonna make it a little bit dark shade and light shade. That's how I interact with my site, so someone knows when they are entering a different blog on a different item and what they are supposed to focus on. So that's just it. So dark shade and light shade, I'm going to work on the contrast very quickly. So finally, let's touch this video here. So the way you touch this video is you come here, you might go to YouTube and you get to youtube.com, and this is where you put your URL. I'm just going to go to YouTube and you pick on my URL, YouTube. Okay, so I could come here and type maybe fashion documentary. Okay, something really simple. These things are really big. Maybe I'll just do fashion house trailer. Okay, trailer. So you can understand, it's really going to be short, and some of the things that I want to show you is copy video URL. That's how you do it. So I'll pause that because I don't want it to play, and Control A, Control V. So this is the video URL that I'm saving right now. So it's going to change the thumbnail to give me something that works, and that's just how it is. So with that, I hope I've been able to break it down into a summary of this, because we are moving out, is first thing first, we talked about the correlation between the menu and how to add buttons. You can edit all these things. So this is where you add the logo, and you can always add your logo image right here, and you can actually upload it, or maybe you can pick from the custom icons that we have. And for me, I think it was just nothing much. I didn't really find anything that was really interesting to me, but I'm just gonna pick something right now. Let's just choose this logo for now. Okay, fabulous. Okay, let's just choose this logo for now, and you could go ahead and change yours and just make yours unique. Like I said, if you want a good logo, you can reach out to me, and I'll also put a link in the description so that you know how these things work and you're able to reconnect with what it is you want to do. I'm just going to add some final touches to that, and I need it to be a little bit bolder. So you can see some of the decisions I'm really making here is just from my knowledge of designs, and all those kind of things that I'm making there just from my knowledge of designs, where I actually understand how to build relationship and correlation between settings, headings, and subheadings. That's how I do it, and for me, that expertise enables me to serve my clients at a very, very high level. So I'm just actually doing just some finishing process where I'm trying to make things balance out with the headline and the body copy and all those kind of things. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm not really doing much. That's just it. Not really doing much. Okay, so that's all. Think we are done. We're good to go. So let's go ahead and show you publishing. Please, if you have questions, you can still reach out to me or leave comments. I will see how I can answer those questions. So for any other thing, let's just go ahead and publish. Now, the easiest way to publish this site is to come here and click. You have unpublished changes, and so long that I started this video, it's been showing me this. But when you start building your site and you want to make changes, it's good to publish it on time, because you don't want to do a good work and at the end of it you lose it. So this is, they are giving you a URL, and this is about this funny thing. So you could actually change it and say fabulous. I need to be checking if that site exists, so you could change it, but for me it doesn't exist. So you can also use your own domain, maybe from GoDaddy, from Namecheap, and all this kind of thing. So I could also select a category, and for me, I'll just put it at business and click on publish. Okay, so fabulous, the strikingly.com. I think this is the site. If I click on the site, it's going to take me to the site. So I'm going to open the site, change URL when you want to upgrade, and you can also register the domain name. You can also share on Facebook and all this kind of thing. So my site is being published just in one go. That's how easy it is. Have you seen? So that's just how that is. Okay, fabulous. So pass your taste, style, art, fashion, expression. It's loading, but it's not done, so we'll just get through it in a second. Okay, our site has finished loading, so this is how it looks like. So if you click on your YouTube video, it's going to really play, so someone gets to know about you and how you started, your motivation, and all those kind of things. I think that's just what that is. Let me stop that. This is your gallery. Like I said, you just try to show you can show testimonial, you can show a gallery of different styles, different art that people are doing. This is just the structure of how you can use certain things. I'm just actually showing the application where you can go in and just make yours beautiful, and you can take a look at other people's sites. So this is just the validation and process how it works, so someone does understand, then they can now make an order, because you still want them to just take action, and if they can't do that, they can actually get in touch with you and all those kind of things. So if you see, and every time I move on these things to different, it actually shows me how this thing works. So that's just it. And maybe if I want to go to contact, I can come here and click and it slides down to contact. If I want to go to pre-order, it slides down to pre-order. I want to go to home, it slides down to. If I want to go to about us, it slides down to about us, and all those kind of things. So those are the things that I'm doing. And if I want to go to shop now, it just slides back to shop now. But I wanted that anytime, and you can have a lot of category. Like I said, I'm just showing you how to go about it. I'm showing you where these things are so you could get to it, interact with it. It's pretty simple. Just find a template that works and resonates with you, and you'll be able to get started in a few minutes. Look at how beautiful it is. Okay, so I want to show you one of the sites I did back then with Strikingly. Look at how it is. I was just trying to play with some architecture process and just work with it, correlating. Guys, you don't really need to know so much about the whole this, but I'm telling you that you enjoy the process when you get started, and that's just how it is. This was since 2017. This was another one when a friend of mine introduced me, and I've been doing a lot of stuff. So back to the basics. So we've published our site, and this is how it is. And so let's look at other things, and I'm just going to come to settings here. So settings, and this is where you see register a new domain. This is where you have your domain. Okay, so I think it's Fabulous, so I'm just go ahead and Fabulous. But it's already activated. If I had just refreshed the page, I would have gotten that. So Fabulous .mystrikingly, that's how I get it. Fabulous.mystrikingly.com. So as I get it, so this is just your site. So instead of just having Abraham's site, you see Abraham's site on Strikingly, I'm going to change it Fabulous Fashion. Fabulous Stores. Okay, and I'm gonna say One Stop Fashion House. Sorry about that typo. Fashion House for elegant males. Like I said, for awesome gentlemen. Like I said, like the beauty of the site is not the aesthetics. It's really about your copy. That's why you really need to get to someone who knows how to do copy very well. This favicon, you could change it. This favicon is the S that's showing here. If you check all these, like this one is showing, and that's a favicon. This one was just one of the pictures I uploaded to do that. So you could go ahead and maybe choose a favicon, and that will go in there. You could choose your own social share image in case you're going to share. So I just want to choose this one to social share. Enable to tweet a card, display a special card when the site gets tweeted. So you could go ahead and look into that. Just go ahead and save it so I know what I'm doing. Come back here, payments. Okay, you just have to set up that very carefully. Offline payments, you just have to do that. So I think you will accept offline payments. This and Stripe, PayPal, if you have a PayPal account, you can go ahead and do it. This is your email, so you can show up advanced options. Most of these things you will really enjoy when you get to the pro features and stuff like that. But all the things that I showed you, navigation menu, display navigation buttons, and all this kind of thing. This just can click buttons to move to the next and previous session. Okay, so I think it's pretty okay what's really happening. Multiple pages and all this kind of thing. Custom code, URL, site analytics. Most of them are things that you literally have to pay to experience. So I'll just go ahead and I just had to show you that. So if I had clicked publish a little bit, and if I click publish a little bit, and so I think it's loaded. First thing first, you see this icon, favicon is changed and all those kind of things. And so that's just how you get to do it. Okay, that's just how you get to do it. That's just how you get to do it. So if you've gotten to this level, I want to congratulate you that you have now been able to set up a site that works, guys. You've been able to do all this. You've been able to set up the site that works and a site that actually leads to conversion. So where's the conversion here? Now let's audit it. Number one is see that you actually into style, fashion, and all those kind of things. And I said they take action. So I'm not having all these multiple buttons. I'm just having one go, one action, because I know I have 8 seconds. So this is it, shop now. I want them to click this button, then I can be able to track back. And if you want me to help you with the analytics and the way I do my analytics that actually works, you can get in touch with me. Other than that, if you just want a site that someone now calls you, reach out to you, like maybe like your portfolio site, reach out to you and say, okay, get in touch, or drops an email or stuff like that, you can still configure it from here to shop now, and it still links you back to where the person can make this order, where the person can actually buy. But you have to set up your payment platform, and that's just very, very easy. So you see, they get to know about me, they see, they validate. This is a validation that people have actually won it, is good for me, and all those kind of things. Like I said, if you don't put in gallery, you could put testimonials, you could put stuff, just something that to prove that this thing works. So this is another further validation. Very quickly, I just put few validation, and I put 2C, 2 validation, and 2C. These two validation, where they actually show that, okay, I will deliver on all these kind of things. You can also put your 100% guarantee, 95% response rate, whatever you do, customer friendly, satisfaction guaranteed, and all those kind of things. You could put it there, but put it relative to, really as it relates to what you do. And then on the other hand, you can also visit other people's sites, of like sites relating to what you do, and see how they put these custom things, and you can also see whether you can do it here. If it's what resonates with you, you can go ahead and go to the pro version of this Strikingly, and you enjoy a lot of things. And this free version is unlimited, and somehow that's how we do it. If you want to change the URL, somehow you could come here, take this URL, come to bit.ly. okay, you can come to bit.ly. If you want to have something custom, come to bit.ly, and then you have a custom URL. Okay guys, so it's open right now, so I'm going to go ahead and click on create link. So I'm going and paste my long link. If you check here, I think they allow you to do custom, added this thing. So go in there, put my long link, and say fabulous site, fabulous store. Okay, let me just close this. So you see, it's giving me this thing. I can customize this that I have dot fabulous store. Fashion, anything. Just make sure that you do something as fabulous, okay, fabulous ng. So that's how we do it. So this is the link that they will just add, and just create. You see, the link has been created. Why I had to have that custom URL is because some URL might be taken. So that's how I do it. So I could go ahead and copy it and paste it anywhere I want to do. And if I paste it here, you see, it redirects me. So bit.ly does fabulous ng. Okay, fabulous ng gets people there. So let's see. See, very quickly. All right. So this is how we do it, guys. This is how we do it. This is how we do it from start to finish. Okay, and if you check it, you realize that it's even way better. And you can even try the Squarespace I talked to you about. They have better templates and stuff like that. But I like Strikingly. It's flexible. You could do a lot of things with it. And this is how I've been working for some times, and this will work for you as well. But if you need custom things, you can reach out to me, and I'll be there to help. Alright, so let's wrap things up, and I'm done. I've done settings, showed you how to change your theme. If you're thinking on using another theme, or you want to change your color scheme, you want to change it, like you want to make your site greenish, that's how it's done. But I think I was okay with the black stuff, and that's how if you want to upload your own logo, I think this is where you can actually do that. And Other than that, the right way I showed you was there. Sections, buttons, and stuff like that. Text size, color, animations. You won't change a lot of things. You feel free to go ahead to do that, and it will work. I guess I had changed the parallax, the background. You check it's not going in parallax anymore. So I had changed it, and this is why I changed it background. If I make it parallax and I hit publish, okay, if I make it parallax and I hit publish, if I click it again and it's loading, you see that it will have that parallax effect. Let me show you. Okay, scroll. It's supposed to have the parallax. Yeah, it has that parallax effect. You see there? It has that parallax effect. But I'll make it to be, for me, I don't really like the parallax effect, so I like it to be none. I like it to be none. Anyone that is good for you, that's what you do. So I think I'm done. So I'm going to show you how I can back out from here. So very quickly, if I didn't save my site, it's showing me save now. I know those kind of things. So this TikTok, or you can also, it will show you where things are. So you see the site is broken up into sections. You can add, delete, arrange, and jump to sections here. You see what it's showing you, broken into section of your site, which controls this menu and stuff like that. Or customize, can customize things with settings. You see, publish to go live, and you get help, and I think site contents, and that's all. So that should have been the first thing I would have showed you, and I don't know if it is appearing that way, but so far so good. It's just that we got this far, and so I'm going to go back and click on exit because I'm done. Okay, so like you see, we're back on my dashboard, and let me just check this. So this was a site that was designed by one of my students. You can see if I click on about, it takes me to about. So he did a really fabulous job. You see, shop, about, menu, gallery, and this was all from Striking. You see how it works. So you can do anything, guys, and talk about the food, American salad, Greek salad, and all this kind of thing, tomato soup, main dishes, and all these kind of things. You see, so you can, and the person now gets it and say, okay, I'm done. I think I'm interested. I want to make inquiries. Okay, take a look inside, brought his gallery, and all those kind of things. And you see, if you know what you're looking for, and you can use just about any of these templates to get what you want, just feel free to go in, check out, and you'll be so excited at what you can achieve. So for me, this is all I have to do. And then thank you very much for your time, for staying with me and learning a few things I had to show you very quickly. And try, if you have questions, leave me comments and I'll be there to answer you. All right, I've been able to deliver such an immense value. Don't just keep quiet, just reach out, comment, call, or just try as much as possible to get in touch, and I'll be there to attend to you and also help you where needful. All right, thank you so much. Signing off. My name still remains Ibrahim Steve, and good luck.